you seen videos like this about how corrupt crypto companies are taking money away from small banks? Or siphoning money from local communities? How crypto is directly harming the most marginalized people? There is a coordinated, well-funded effort by parts of the traditional banking industry to shape both policy and public perception around crypto, especially stablecoins and yield-bearing products. There's a big difference between what banks are actually doing, right? Lobbying, messaging, what regulators are concerned about, some of which is legitimate, and what narratives are reaching everyday people like us that are often simplified, distorted, or manipulated. So let's break it down clearly, starting with the big issue: why banks care about stablecoin yield. At a structural level, this is the problem. Banks make money by taking deposits, cheap capital. They lend them out to earn higher yield. They keep most of that yield. And stablecoin platforms like Coinbase, Circle, they disrupt this by holding treasury bills and other assets in their reserve that earn them yield. And then because they have lower overhead than banks, less intermediary stress, they pass more of that yield back to users like you. They eliminate what you'd call the bank's spread advantage, and they innovate on it to give you a better service. So when people move their money from a savings account that's earning them like 0.1% to a stablecoin product earning them 4 to 5% for the same risk, it's not just good old capitalism and free market competition. It is the disintermediation of the banking model itself. For my money, where the lobbying really started to intensify is around interest on this type of cryptocurrency called stablecoin. Crypto tokens that are pegged to the value of other things, most of which are fiat currencies, money that's issued by governments like the US dollar. In 2021, Coinbase announced it wanted to offer a lending product that basically meant you could get 4% yield for stablecoin tokens that you held on their platform. At that time, the Securities and Exchange Commission threatened legal action, and the product was shut down before they launched it. At that time also, banks saw a regulated public company, Coinbase, offering its customers yield at scale at better rates than their yields to retail users, to banks' customers. That's a direct threat to their deposits and to their business model. So, naturally, they start lobbying around this issue. There are several major banking groups who have been consistently active, whose names you need to know. They are